Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure was real? What if you were unable to wake from that dream? How would you know the difference between the dream and the real one? The real one.
What is going on? What is going on? Much love out there to Seal Nation, the Cool Table family, in the Mikey verse, the Syndicate Network. Y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with us rocking out, and we love you and appreciate you so much. I'm here with the big homie, Mikey Sutton. How are you feeling tonight, Mikey?
The Skyward novel has a publisher now? Welcome to this.
What the fuck,
Hello, good evening, everybody.
What is going on, yo? Man, look, if y'all would have known what we was talking about backstage and then hear this just now, yo, this is too much. This is too much, yo. Oh my God. What is that? Skyward novel got a publisher? Oh my God, yo.
And I know last week was a bourbon stream. This stream, you're going to smoke some weed, okay, and be happy.
Hey, look, Mikey knows last week's stream broke my heart. It broke a lot of people's hearts.
Oh, God. Man.
Leon was pissed. I was talking to Leon. Leon was like, yo, man, what the hell? Can't believe they would try to besmirch Zack Snyder's name like that, bro. Yeah, I was like, man, I know, right? We were just talking about it, man. So, yeah, this should be much more upbeat this week, guys. Right?
And here to tell you guys, you have 2 days to get us to 1,000 subs. I was like, are we gonna make it? Because my birthday's in 2 days, guys.
2 days, right? I'm gonna get a drop from CW Arrow like you have failed this city, right? Because
there you go.
Hey, I'm gonna have that ready to go if we don't hit this 1K. You know what I'm saying, right? Oh my god!
But you know what, Sky, we will hit it anyway because I'm gonna go ahead and announce it now. Sky and I are planning on going 5 nights a week. Okay, so. Yeah,
that will definitely happen. Be on the lookout for that. We're gonna be going 5 nights a week, yo. Oh man,
lots of night shifting going on.
Night shifting, yeah.
There's some bombs that are dropping tonight. Okay, so put the bourbon away.
Bourbon is away, right? The bourbon is away. Right. Oh yes. But we on the road to 1K, right?
We're still up.
We got 2 days, yo.
Can you make it? 1K. Can you do it?
Can you do it and get all these prizes for just some lucky winners, right? We got signed copies of Dreamwalker.
Yeah.
And appearance in Dreamwalker.
Yeah.
There's another mystery box prize. Me being able to write a comic book is up in the air. Like there's all types of things that are all incumbent upon you guys hitting this 1K. So let's make sure that you sharing these videos out, you know, and after tonight, hopefully we'll be a whole lot closer. You know what I'm saying? Because we are definitely going 5 days a week. That is going to be happening. So yes. But let's get through this rigmarole real quick so we can start getting these bombs. As you know, we working with these hashtags. Sell ZSL to Netflix. Sell Snyderverse to Netflix. Never been stronger. Right. Oh man. Mikey, we had our first ever engagement event last Saturday. The resounding success. Got people showing up, buying T-shirts and stuff, engaging with Netflix directly, watching Justice League animated on their platform. And we got through half of season 1. We're going to run it back this weekend, right? And finish season 1.
Awesome.
Right? So I don't see any reason why this coming weekend shouldn't be bigger than the first one. We're going to be rocking out, man, eating some cereal, watching some cartoons, and breaking it down. It's been so dope because we've been watching this Justice League series, and Mikey, Zack Snyder took so much, from this cartoon and from Superman the animated series, and it's mind blowing. Mikey, there's a world engine in like episode 2 of the Justice League.
Wow, I didn't even remember. That's been so long since I've seen those, dude. That's crazy.
There's a world engine, literally like terraforming the planet. I'm like, are you kidding me? Right? Like, oh man, the Superman definitely not smiling the whole time, right? He's definitely like a very serious character. And it's just like, did you guys watch the cartoons? Or, I mean, it's just, it's wild.
It's interesting because no one has, to my knowledge, has written articles about this before, about the influence of these animated series on Zack Snyder. That's awesome.
Oh, man. Mikey, it's there. It's there, Mikey. Like, I was watching Superman, the animated series, and when they were showing the Kryptonians, when they were still on Krypton, their outfits were like kind of reminiscent of, I was like, this is wild. Wow. Like there's so many themes there, and the Superman is definitely influenced Henry Cavill's portrayal. I would just say that. Like, so, man, it's been super dope, and we're running it back this weekend, Mikey.
Makes you wish that Bruce Timm was in charge of DC Studios, right?
Oh man, that would be super dope. Man, Bruce Timm,
Yeah.
I mean, yo, so dope. So it's been fire kind of going back down memory lane and doing it in a way that helps AFSP and continues to push these hashtags. You know?
Keep it going, guys. Keep it going.
Yes. As you know, if you are gonna rock out with the hashtags, we got these rules of engagement, right? Number one, be positive. Number two, don't mix the hashtags. And number three, do not quote, tweet, reply to, mention, or anything like that, James Gunn or anybody over at WBD. We're having a conversation with Netflix, right? That is what we ask. If you could subscribe to ZSJL to Netflix official YouTube, that'd be dope. I got the behind the scenes footage from Full Circle out to the proper channels, and that hey, it's not on me anymore. So there should be a behind the scenes video dropping sometime in the near future. Not sure when, but make sure that you are subscribed to ZSJL to Netflix official YouTube, and you're following ZSJL to Netflix official Twitter.
You know what's really amusing, Sky, is that so much happened at SnyderCon that websites are still catching up with what Zack Snyder said during those days. It's like one after, like I'm still seeing articles. I don't feel so bad anymore about being behind. I'm still seeing articles about SnyderCon. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, because it was jam packed with information and bombs. I don't know why people are saying it was uneventful. It's very weird, Mikey, when you got all this stuff and all this information that's still being dissected and parsed through, right? So
you have these legitimate websites like 2 or 3 weeks later still writing articles about what Zack Snyder said. How is it irrelevant?
Right? I don't know, but I do know about this 527 engagement event though coming up this Saturday, right? We're gonna be running it back, part 2, finishing out season 1 on this platform, and in future engagement events, we will be rotating them throughout different channels. So they won't just be on this one, but we are going to finish the season 1 on this platform. And then the next engagement event will be on another platform, right? So we're going to be making sure that we spreading that engagement out, right? And, this is super dope, Mikey. And I am very happy to be engaging with Netflix directly in this new way.
And it won't be the last time you'll see Justice League on Netflix, but anyway.
Right. And as you guys know, right, because we just gonna keep it going, right? Head on over to intothepeople.com/sales ZSJL. Man, a lot of people was buying shirts and stuff this last Saturday, Mikey.
Yeah.
This last Saturday. Yesterday, it was so early yesterday morning that I feel like it was days ago, right? Mm-hmm. That's a 6-hour stream, Mikey. 6 hours. I've never streamed for that long, right? But it was super. Was
how devoted you are, Sky. That takes tremendous energy, by the way.
Right. Oh yeah, right. Me and Mama Bear rocked out for the whole time. Mama Bear was there from start to finish too. So shouts out to Mama Bear being an absolute trooper and for rocking out through the whole 6 hours. But yes, Mikey, 6 hours, right? Yes, but we was moving a lot of shirts and tank tops and stuff like that. So and getting donations over to AFSP, right? So these shirts and all this merchandise does support AFSP as well. So make sure that you head on over there and you cop something, and it's all for a good cause, right?
And get those Noel Leon shirts, Leon Flores shirts.
Yes, Noel Leon, the world renowned. Excuse me for not dropping that too. The world renowned visual artist. Let's put some respect on that man's name, all right? Because he didn't have to do this, and we were super ecstatic that he did take the time out to do this. So
yeah, he's working on a Dreamwalker video game right now. I mean, anyway, what was that again? Anyway,
we going digital, Mikey. The digital mob. You know what I'm saying? But let's get a word from the sponsors, and then we're gonna come back with our very first topic of the day.
yeah.
Right? Yeah, for sure.
Steppenwolf, have you begun the conquest?
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Mikey.
So before I get to this,
what's up with this?
Yeah, before Zod Riders in the chat, just want to thank everybody for your support for the Voltus 5 Legacy show I did with Zod Rider, which has now gotten 16,000 views and continues to climb. Thank you for all your support on that. Zod and I are going to reconnect on Wednesday at 10 o'clock PST with the one and only Maya Burnett, and we're going to discuss Philippine entertainment at that time. So it's a really fun show. So Guardians Volume 3, okay, let's discuss it. I have not seen it yet, guys. I've been so busy. Haven't gone to the theater. I am planning on watching it. Just a little update in the box office here. As I said last time, Sky, this movie's got legs. It's got legs. Like ZZ Top would say, she's got legs. It is 269.1 million worldwide now. Fast 10 did not slow it down. What's gonna slow it down is gonna be Little Mermaid, which is also from Disney. But at this point, Sky, it's already a success. It's made I think about $600 million already. I mean, it's doing really well. So, so what I want to bring this up is that my my exhibitor friend had told me that this movie is going to be making about maybe 920 million worldwide when all said and done. It might get close to that, Sky, maybe late 800s, because Little Mermaid is going to smash it up.
Okay,
but it's a success no matter what, and really it proves one thing, Sky. He should just stay with Marvel. His natural home is Marvel. Look how badly the Suicide Squad did compared to Guardians, right? And all you have to do is look at the there you go, 669.1 million. That's huge. And all you have to do is look at the cinema score grade between the Suicide Squad and Guardians. Suicide Squad got a B grade from the audience. It's not good for a superhero film. This movie got an A grade. So his tone is perfect for the MCU. He knows those characters really well. I think he's just out of place at DC. Guess we'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, I've always kind of felt that way, right? Even when it was announced that he was coming over, obviously I think his sensibilities are better served with like more quirky characters and a lighter tone. DC characters have much more like gravitas to them, and you can't really treat these characters as if they were these characters that nobody really knows. Because if you think that people were upset with what Zack Snyder was doing, right? I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you start taking certain liberties, right, and Superman ends up on TikTok and stuff like that, right? I think you're also going to have anger to a whole nother part of the population, right? But hey, it's all good though, right? We are gonna see what this man produces. But yes, obviously, I've always felt like his sensibilities were much better served over on the Marvel side.
And you can pull out those obscure characters with Marvel and make him something, but turning Vigilante into a joke, that stuff doesn't work for DC fans. Not for me especially.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole different ball game.
Whole different ball game, right, Mikey? And one would think that, his box office outing with the
Yeah.
Suicide Squad would have been taken into account
Yeah.
when, deciding on creatively what route you were going to take. But it seems like, for some reason, it either wasn't right or it was looked at as it was successful somehow, which I'm not quite sure how that worked either.
Well, put it this way: the two biggest flops at DC were made by people who are now in charge of DC.
Right.
And it's no surprise that they own Bizarro because they are in total Bizarro world right now.
Right? Yeah, it's like let's move the people out that was having the more successful projects and that was bringing in more money, right?
Yeah.
It's funny because you see people on social media saying, "Oh yeah, Zach's movies flopped." It's like, okay, if Zach's movies flopped, then what did the Suicide Squad do? What did you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If Zach flopped, they like belly flopped into oblivion. You know what I'm saying? Like off the roof.
Here's what I don't get, Sky. People say that, but what flop are you talking about? Man of Steel is not a flop. Look at
I know
numbers.
it's the most successful Superman movie ever. Right?
How is it a flop? How is that a flop? I mean,
I have no idea.
Look at Batman vs Superman. Okay, the expectations were just too high on that, but look at the box office. They would kill for numbers like that. You think the Flash would be happy with numbers like that? But here's the problem: they blame Justice League on Zack. That's Joss Whedon.
Yeah.
They did not release the original version that Zack did. It was a different film.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna say, well, Snyderverse flop, really? Because look at David Ayer's Suicide Squad. I know they messed it up, but it still made more money than James Gunn's Suicide Squad.
Right. And low key, I was actually having this conversation the other day, right? Like until I kind of like found out about everything that happened. I mean, I enjoyed Suicide Squad, like as is, right? A lot of it was a cool movie.
Yeah.
Obviously, I do want to see the true version of that film, obviously, right?
Yeah.
But at the time when it came out, we didn't know about all that stuff.
No.
Right?
No.
And it was a cool movie. The soundtrack was dope.
Yeah.
Right? Like I still play that soundtrack sometimes to this day.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's a dope soundtrack. And so those movies were not flops by any stretch of the imagination.
No, it was a hit. And if accept that movie as is, it's still much better than Joss Whedon's Justice League. It was unwatchable.
And it's better than the Suicide Squad.
Oh, and better than Wonder Woman 84 and better than Peacemaker. So, can you say?
Which did YouTube numbers.
I like Margot Robbie much better in that Suicide Squad than I did in James Gunn's movie, where I thought she was completely annoying.
Right? and then that whole thing where she went off with the president of the country or whatever.
That was terrible. Oh God, that was awful.
Right?
That was out of character. Like, what was that? That was wacky.
I don't know.
That
I don't know. Truly wacky, right? So it's just funny, right? And you see all these creative choices that were made back in the day that were shunned, right? Like, oh man, all these characters, they all need to have solo movies, and Zach got pounced on by the media for that. Now they're saying, okay, well, we're gonna be bringing you in, and it's an already kind of established universe, and it's like, okay, wasn't this the same thing that you guys were saying that we should have did last time, right? Yeah. It's just yeah.
Too much wackiness.
End of the story is James Gunn's better served over on Marvel. Absolutely. Yeah.
He has fun there,
Right? He get to have his cosmic characters and the cosmic stuff going on, right? As I've always said, I've always felt that he was kind of key in bringing in Taika, right? It's like hey, y'all can go over there and have a great time, but just don't mess with the DC characters. But hey, this is that timeline that we're living in, and I
Yeah.
guess we're gonna have to wait and see. I'm gonna wait for that trailer.
You never know.
Hey, I'll be like, oh boy, from Gladiator, it's gonna be thumbs up or thumbs down, right?
Exactly. Perfect.
Hey, look, Mikey, anything else about the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 box office before we move on?
It's a win for the MCU. I mean, guys, don't say it's a win for Gunn. He's out of there. I mean, yeah, he's happy and successful. He can put it in his resume. Yeah, look, my film did this million. Yeah, okay. It's a win for the MCU. It's funny because he leaves Marvel stronger. Well, right now he's making DC weaker.
Weird world we're living in.
Exactly.
Right?
Bizarre world, man. Bizarre world.
Seems like never mind. Look, anything else, Mikey, before we close out, man? Because we're about to move on to something I'm actually more interested in, right? Which is Voltes 5 Legacy, Mikey.
Yeah.
Right?
Excellent show. If you have Comcast, you can subscribe to the GMA network and get Voltes 5 Legacy. They have English subtitles. Great giant robot show. I just want to bring this up because Zod and I have been hammering this IP on the show. Just taking this time to recommend the series. If you guys have Comcast, Sox got into it now. He's hooked. This is better than Transformers, guys. It's a better story, better characters, and I wanted to bring this up. Is that the creators of the show, Sky? You can tell they grew up on the cartoon. You can tell they played with the toys, like they really loved it. Unlike Michael Bay, you didn't get that sense at all. Not at all. He's like,
I feel that. Yeah.
He didn't want G.I. Joe to meet them, right? Because, well, it's kind of silly. You don't know your cartoons, dude. You don't know your comic books if you don't want to do a G.I. Joe versus Transformers.
Yeah.
We didn't see that for the longest time because he didn't want it.
Is that why that never happened?
Yeah. They were going to do it, but they said, no, I'm not. That's too wacky, so to speak. So
yeah, right.
We never saw it because of that. Whereas this show, you can tell these guys played with the toys and stuff and watched the cartoon. You can tell they woke up on Saturday morning and watched this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And really, what it is, Sky, is that if you are going to hire people to do a show or a film, make sure they're because their affection for it really shows in Voltes 5. You really see that. I think the reason why Voltes 5 Legacy is not on YouTube in the States, and I don't have information. Just my theory on this. I think they probably have a U.S. streaming deal in place. Once all the episodes are done. That's my theory.
Right.
Yeah, TJ, seriously, if you watch the show, I'm sure Zod and Sox will agree with me that it's better than Bayformers.
Bayformers.
So that's all on this. By the way, one more thing. Zod and I are gonna have one of the cast members interviewed soon. I even decided to know that yet. Hey Zod, surprise!
Oh my god! Right? Oh my goodness! Hey, this is crazy. Voltes 5 Legacy. I've been asking some of my Filipino friends if they've heard about this show or like have any history with it. All of them know about the older show, and I told them that it was coming back, and they were all excited. So like,
it's very faithful to the original. And all those costume designs that your friend is raving about, it's by Noel Leon Flores, who is lead visual designer of Voltes 5 Legacy. and he was working on the show while drawing issue 1 of Dreamwalker. So small world.
Right. Noel Leon Flores putting that work in. See, that's why I'm trying to tell y'all that I was so happy that this man took the time out to do our shirts, because I was like, he didn't have to do that. This man's super busy.
You know, there would be no Dreamwalker without Baltus 5 Legacy. Was my scoop of that show. That's why he messaged me. So we would have never have met without that show. So it goes back to that. So it's crazy world.
But Rock said, you have to give it to Bezos. He figured out how to make water explode.
I will say this, man. He had the best shots of oh god, what's her face? Megan
Fox, right?
Megan Fox, yeah. She looked great. You know, babe? Is that something? I mean,
right. Hey, shouts out to Josh too. Josh copped 3 shirts like live on stream.
You know, right? Josh is a great ambassador for DC in general. They should hire you, Josh, because you're the one person that can unite everybody. I think very positive attitude. It's great.
Right? Yeah, telling him he was the MVP of Full Circle. Awesome. You know what I'm saying? So for sure, shouts out to Josh. Right?
Yeah.
Yo, anything else on Voltes 5 though, Mikey?
Yeah, pretty much it on that one. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm super excited, yo, about seeing this thing, because I am gonna, because I was pretty much hoping too that there was gonna be an American streaming option, right? And I was thinking that it was, so hearing you say that that's what you think it's gonna be, it really gives me a lot more hope. So
I believe there will be, because you know it's on YouTube but not in America. Okay, that strikes me as kind of like, okay, they're planning on something then. And the director of the show actually follows me on Facebook now. He's been liking my posts, so how cool is that?
It's super dope.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. Oh no, I can't say it on the air. After party.
Well, right. But moving from one legacy to another, unfortunately.
Oh my god! What a big leap, man!
Legacy, right?
Okay. So we got a lot of bourbon last week, right? So. Sky, I've been hearing more and more about Superman Legacy. Disclaimer, Sky. I'm not sure if these people are shills, okay?
Okay.
Oh, man, you know, there might be some mastermind behind all this, and they're bringing shills.
Right? For sure.
But what I've been told is that, Mikey, I think you're a little too hard on Superman Legacy. I think it'd be much better than, okay, you're a shell. But I'll hear you out. I will hear you out. Okay, I'm fair. I'll hear you out. Shell. So, what I'm told, Shell, that that it's not as grounded as what I first heard. I was more of a grounded movie. You know, thinking, okay, Smallville. You know. Yeah, hold on a minute. Hold on.
Man, look, y'all already know how I feel about this movie, right? Even if it's not like super grounded, it's just the tone, yo. The tone. I think the tone is gonna be key here. And if Superman's on TikTok, right? Like, how grounded are we talking? Right? Like, is that not grounded? Superman's on TikTok, you know, trying to make it seem like he's I don't know, man. This is y'all in here. Oh my god, y'all are killing me in the chat. I ain't about to put this up, but it's Sin Havoc's like bourbon segment, right? Hey, we'll see. But yeah, it's just the response to this movie, yo. I'm very curious to see what it's gonna be.
Well, I can tell you this much: so like MCU fans are very excited about this guy.
Right? Yeah, I'm sure they are, Mikey. I'm sure they are.
They're like,
Right?
"Yeah, James Gunn, do it," So again, what I'm hearing is that it's not as grounded as I once heard. That the third act is pretty epic. So, um, not convincing you, I know, because I'm not convinced myself.
Epic.
Hold on, Sky, hold on.
Now I haven't seen Guardians 3, right? But does Guardians 3 have like some epic kind of feel to it, right? Because I didn't get that from Guardians 1 or 2. I definitely didn't. I'm trying to think back through all the James Gunn films I've seen. Epic has not been one that I've associated with, I think, any of his projects. So, they can throw out these terms, but epic? Was there, I mean, was the dance off at in the Guardians 1 epic? Right?
Okay, I'm back. So, no, apparently the third act is getting pretty killer. I'm not convincing you. But it does have a Shazam budget, so about $100 million. So, which
Yeah, so
makes
it's
this
probably gonna make
film,
some money. Right? Yeah. Mikey's having some trouble with his mic. I'm
yeah,
wondering
how
if
about
that's
that?
yeah, I wonder if that's the plan to go forward, right? Is to just bank on the reliability of the IP and just deliver low budget films, hoping to like, oh, let's do $100 million Batman movie, right? Like, because that's what the streets want, right? That's what we want, $100 million. Oh my goodness, I'm just, yeah, sell people. Sale is yeah. This is why sale is so necessary. But go ahead, Mikey. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah. No, it's okay. My microphone gets me cut off anyway. Might as well jump to the next one, which is related to this. Lobo.
Right? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Look, because I don't look. Y'all know how I feel once I start talking about Superman Legacy, right? But Lobo, Mikey, what are we hearing with Lobo? Is Jason Momoa going to be in this movie?
Okay, I've been skeptical about this. It was speculation before or rumor and stuff. Um, yeah, I am hearing that Jason Momoa is in Superman Legacy as Lobo. Not confirmed yet. So hey, guys, it doesn't happen. That's your bourbon to drink. So, but I am hearing that Lobo is in this film with Lex Luthor. You can only speculate how this is gonna go. Maybe Luthor is controlling Lobo somehow. Um,
Maybe. Oh my God.
so no, James Gunn did say that he's already cast. Maybe it's Jason Momoa that he's already cast. But because I also heard Amanda Waller was going to be in here. So
Yeah, he said, that there's only been one person cast in Superman Legacy, and it's not a Superman centric character, and it's probably Amanda Waller.
now, wasn't Lobo in the Superman animated series? Didn't he appear in there?
Oh yeah. He actually had a few episodes. It was the main man, part 1, 2, and maybe 3, but I think it was 2 parts. It was at least 2 parts. But yeah, it was the main man was definitely in there.
So does that question to the chat, does that excite you more, Lobo? Does that get get your wheels going? If Jason Momoa is Lobo.
I'm gonna just keep picturing him walking out of WBD. Woo! Whatever, right? Whatever sound he made coming out of that
No, is
office.
that why he was jumping up and down and screaming? I mean, is that why? Because we never got an answer to that.
We never got an answer to that, bro.
You know? So
I'm just saying, we never got an answer. We know he was excited, but about what could it be? You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, man, this is wild. Paolo says, I'm about as excited about Lobo and Soup's legacy as a trip to the dentist. Wow.
wow. Whew,
That
man.
is
Tough crowd.
Oh my god. Look, he said, will hardcore appear in Superman Legacy? Why are you asking that question?
I think it's a given, isn't it?
You know that hardcore is gonna be in that movie. If it's one person, he was gonna make sure she ended up in there before Superman, Mikey. You know what I'm saying, right? 100%.
I think Seth Rollins and Captain America and New World Order is one of the Serpent Society. So yeah, Marvel's already got him.
Wait, already got who, Mikey?
Did you know that? Yeah,
No.
Seth Rollins. Yeah, he's in Captain America.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, man.
I think he's playing King Cobra or something like that. Yeah.
King Cobra. Serpent Society, Mikey. Oh my god. Yo, Mikey, anything else on Lobo before we move forward, bro?
No, I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back with the next topic. I'll be right back.
All right, yo. And
so you know what that means.
Oh yeah, right. He said Seth freaking Rollins, right? Yeah, no, this is so the only thing Momoa has been focusing on is his clothing, alcohol, and water brands. Hey, I feel it. Keep getting them checks, bro. Keep getting them checks. Right? Because hey, I ain't gotta pay your bills, bro. So I feel it. Keep getting them checks. I ain't gonna ever, you know what I'm saying, like try to disrespect somebody trying to, get paid. You know what I'm saying? But it just kind of full circle really was very telling for how the Snyder fandom kind of feels about certain people. I'll just kind of leave it at that, right? Wait, where'd that comment go? I don't know. Chat just jumped on me. But as y'all know, I'm about to hit y'all off with a word from the sponsors real quick, and then I'm gonna come back.
Yes. Mighty Steppenwolf, who might have sat here by the side of the Great One, but undone by his self-pride.
Man, yeah, y'all make sure to get them likes up, yo. Let's check where we at on the likes, because I won't even bring the next topic up if y'all playing. I'll just make y'all wait. You know, 29 likes. We can do better. It's all good though. Sin Havoc said Momoa is not playing Lobo nor Aquaman. Hey, we gonna see. We gonna see, right? Because I don't know. It's like, who is this dude? I don't know who he would be so excited about playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude was jumping up and down for joy, right? He said the main man getting no love for being in the KFC. I know that makes Necron mad, right? Because I'm sure he loves the main man, right? I was actually thinking about that when I was watching the Superman the animated series in preparation for Justice League, right? Because I, you can't help but think about it, right? It's like, yo, you've been hearing that he's probably gonna be in the movies, and it's like, yo, Lobo in the show is so dope, so powerful and formidable, and he actually can, go toe to toe, pretty much like with Superman, and so to have that be potentially brought to us, or to have this character brought to us under the stewardship of somebody that may or may not have the best sensibilities for DC, is like in their tone, like overall. So it's just a little, people are nervous, right? They don't know how, whether to be excited, to be, dreading what's coming, right? Because it just seems like there's been a total shift in the fan base that they're trying to attract, which is like a very dangerous game to play, right? Like, it's a very dangerous game. It would be the equivalent, in my opinion, like I stated before, that's like Burger King saying, yo, we tired of y'all Whopper fans. We just gonna start serving Big Macs. And it's like, what? Like, what about the people that like Whoppers and that come buy your Whoppers and that brought you up to where you are, right? Like, do you just say forget them? Because you want the McDonald's fan base? I don't know. It's a dangerous game.
It's a huge risk. And we'll get to David Zaslav in a moment here as well, because we're not the only ones feeling this way.
Right. Speaking of David Zaslav,
should we get wait. Now?
Oh wait, you had something that you wanted to say first, Mikey?
No. It'll be in David Zaslav part, but
right, because
you're right on point though. You're totally right on point. Exactly what it is. Okay, this is really funny. It's being underreported.
I'll be right back. Go ahead and keep going, Mike.
This is really hilarious because this is getting underreported right now, Sky. I mean, but to me, it really, really stands out. Before, actually, as soon as Gunn was hired, I was talking about how his slate will be a mixed bag. Didn't realize how mixed it would be until he actually announced it. So they asked Zaslav about DC and upcoming projects going forward and so on and so forth. And he promised that they're going to put their best effort into these DC movies, and they're not going to release them until the standards of quality are to a certain point where they're releasable. Let's not forget that he canceled Batgirl because he said it wasn't good enough. But you have to wonder what their standards are, because Shazam 2 was good enough, really? Because I'm betting Batgirl is much better than Shazam 2. That's just my guess. Leslie Grace alone is more watchable than Zachary Levi. Yeah,
Cold
all the
World
booing
Part
that got
2.
the headlines. Yeah,
Yep.
the headlines got all the booing got all the headlines, but there's something else he said. Sky is this. He said that they're gonna.
Oh wait, you started breaking up, Mikey.
So in addition to talking about them putting these standards of quality on these films and not releasing them until they're really strong, David Zaslav actually also said this. Now this is the part that struck me. He said, even if we do that, half the time or 2/3 of the time, it's not going to work. What? But that's the new cultural philosophy of the company. We're a storytelling company. The best creatives fight to make our content the best it could be. Okay. He just said, Sky, that half the time or 2/3 of the time, their movies are going to suck. Does that show the ultimate faith in James Gunn? I mean, you think
Absolutely not.
you think Kevin Feige would go up on stage and, hey guys, we're gonna do the best I can, but half the slate's gonna suck? Like, how
I
did
thought he was on a mission from God, Mikey.
oh, apparently Sky, apparently and Jesus wept, okay? Because I don't think God's gonna come out there and say, you know what, half of this stuff is gonna be useless. I mean, he told us during a teleconference. I'm like, oh my god, just put a disclaimer out there that you know that this stuff, yeah, some of it will work, some of it won't work, but hang on for the ride anyway. That to me does not show that much faith in the material. What if I told you, Sky, I got all these comic books coming up, but only half of them are good.
Half to 2/3, Mikey.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
lot.
right.
That's a lot. Like, why would you want to engage in any company that tells you straight up that half their products are weak or 2/3 are weak? Huh? But it's okay, but we're making the best effort we can. That's like a coach telling you, "Hey guys, do your best, but you will only win half your games this year."
Yep. Maybe 2/3.
Unbelievable. 2/3. So how is what he's saying any different than your typical DC fan right now? Yeah, probably half of it probably suck. Maybe 2/3. like where is the confidence level here? I found this very interesting that he should say that, because I don't think he believes in James Gunn as much as we think, or some debaters think he does. That's a pretty honest assessment, dude.
That's crazy. He said half, Mikey.
Half, yeah, or 2/3.
So
Still doing their best effort, so.
hey, sale is the way, yo. you even got David Zaslav over there, like, yo. I didn't see what this dude cooking up, and I don't know. Right? Like, I don't know.
When I put
That
out
doesn't
a
scream
product,
confidence to me, Mikey.
I mean,
That doesn't
yeah,
scream confidence to me at all.
nothing. That's not. It's like that's like saying, "Well, we're gonna throw everything against the wall and see what sticks." Exactly what he's saying there.
right? He said, "Yo, we're gonna try our best, right?
Yeah.
And we're gonna make sure that all these projects go through a rigorous process, right? But even when we do that, it's only gonna work like half the time. Like what?
Puzzled by the whole thing, man. So I just like, why is that not the big headline? Because to me, that's yeah, okay, he was booed, yeah, okay, but to me, the big headline is him saying, "You know, half our stuff is what suck."
You know what? That's probably why they're only talking about him booing.
Yeah,
Yeah, right. Because it's like, yo, they don't be wanting certain stuff to be out there, Mikey, because it don't make certain people look good. You know what I'm saying?
If you were James Gunn, how would you feel about that? You know, hey man, you know,
Right?
by half,
Yeah.
there's might not work.
If you were James Gunn, right, how would you feel about, the guy who created the sale movement going to full circle and getting Zach to sign his poster saying hashtag Snyderverse sell it, right? You might not want that to be out there too much.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
everything Zach will put out, it'll work, right?
Right? Yeah. Right.
Then I think I went in it. Look who has reputation, Sky, of half or 2/3 of the work not being good. See, James Gunn, right? With 3 good Guardians films.
Right.
Everything else sucks.
And Guardians 2 wasn't even hot, yo. Like, man, look,
It was okay.
when he turned into Pac-Man, Mikey, I was done, yo. I was done. I was done. I was done. Yo. Right? And this is the guy. Is this your king? I guess so. Right? It's like, yo, man, look. But hey, we gonna see. Yeah, it sounds like, because look, I do know, because I know there's a lot of people that claim to know a lot about business. You know what I'm saying? And but I work around and worked with executives too. Saying stuff like that doesn't give me a feeling of confidence, Mikey.
There is no vote of confidence there whatsoever, Sky. None. I mean,
Like, I'm literally trying to picture like the owner of my company saying, "Hey, we're gonna have this rigorous process that everything has to go through, right? We're gonna check everybody's work, right? It's gonna be a very rigorous process, but then it's only still gonna work half the time."
How is this any different than me saying it's a mixed bag? This is exactly saying actually it's worse than what I said. I said mixed bag. I didn't say like half or 2/3 might be terrible. It's worse. It's worse. Like Zaz is out there throwing bourbon at his own employee, man.
This is wild stuff, Mikey. I don't even know how we got here. Strange world that we're living in, but we're here. We are here. We do have to deal with the fact that we are here, right? But it's just, man, this thing has gotten wackier and wackier by the day, it seems, Mikey.
Can you imagine Bob Iger saying, "Well, Foggy's more freed up right now, but half the time or 2/3 of the time it might not work."
Right?
Can you imagine that? Dude. That's the worst thing you could hear, man.
Man, that's wild. Bob Iger coming out like, yeah, look, Feige, we're putting all these projects through a rigorous process, right? But even then, it's still only going to work half the time,
That would be all over the media, dude. They would be pouncing on that. All the anti-Disney people would be pouncing on that. But he puts this out like, well, people were booing him. That became the big story. Like,
Mikey, you know it's certain stuff they don't want out there, Mikey. They don't want people covering certain angles of these things, Mikey. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the grassy knoll. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, don't pay attention over there, right? Like, nah, yo.
so what you're trying to tell me is that half or 2/3 are going to be Wonder Woman 84, are going to be Birds of Prey. I mean, is that what you're telling
The
me?
Suicide Squad, right? You know, let's just throw all the bombs in there, right?
Exactly.
Let's throw all the bombs in there. All the movies that bombed and flopped is all in the same mixed bag.
What's funny, Sky, is that the main topic of today actually illustrates what Zaza was talking about.
Right? I bet.
Because I got the scoop before I saw Zaza. I'm like, holy shit, he's not kidding. He is not joking. He is telling the truth. Because I will tell you what's good in that.
He said, in that mixed bag is some stuff that's wacky and some stuff that's not wacky.
Well, I'll tell you what that is tonight. And it's funny because I got that scoop before I read this. I'm like, holy shit, Zaza wasn't kidding. He knows exactly what's going to be good. You know,
Creature Commandos.
you know. Okay,
Right?
I'm glad you brought that up because I was talking to an insider today, and he said, "Can you imagine? Okay, you're gonna reboot this whole universe. You're gonna recast Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, right? Then you go up to your CEO, your boss. You're a big billionaire, big guy, right? And you say." Okay, I'm gonna reboot everything. I'm gonna get rid of Gal Gadot and get rid of Ben Affleck and get rid of Henry Cavill. Okay, so what's your plan on restarting this universe? Well, I got this IP called Creature Commandos. Can you imagine?
Dr. Phosphorus, right?
Dr. Phosphorus. What the hell?
Oh my God. You right? Because that's what the streets was asking for, Mikey. Right? They was asking for Creature Commandos and for James Gunn's brother to be cast in 2 different roles in the same project.
The Weasel Saga. There you go.
That's also what the streets been asking for, Mikey. We want more Sean Gunn, right? And we want more Dr. Phosphorus.
Are we going to have DC 2/3 buttons or something like that, you know?
Right? Hey, you know what? I need that 50% button. This is nah, yo. Nah.
I mean, are we going to have like an image of DC as a cell phone with 30% battery? Is that what we're looking at right now?
This is crazy, yo. This is crazy. Anyway, Mikey, look, this is Mikey. No, but it definitely sounds like David Zaslav is, you know, he has to be watching what James Gunn is doing with a very, like, you know, watchful eye, I would say, at the very least, right?
He just doesn't sound like somebody who's that encouraged. You know? Yeah, 15% to that. Your phone's down to 15%.
I'm just trying to picture the owner of my company literally saying, like, yo, we're gonna put everything through a rigorous process, and it's still only gonna work 50% of the time.
I mean,
that's crazy. Mikey, anything else before we move on past this topic, sir?
I'm just getting this image of like sperm and failing to impregnate. How much of the sperm actually goes through, right?
It's like it only takes one, right? And they're like, yo, but how many are gonna fail before you know what I'm saying? Oh my god, Mikey's crazy, yo. But look, anything else, Mikey, before we move on, bro?
That's all on that one. Oh my god.
Dr. Phosphorus, bro. This is this is wild. Look, let's have a word from the sponsors real quick, and then we'll be right back because I gotta get this smile off my face, man. Oh my goodness.
You betrayed him. Your own family.
Mikey, Midnight Suns, right? This has been something that you've been on for quite some time, Mikey. You've been talking about the Midnight Suns, right? And just about everything that is going to be happening with this project, who's going to be in it, who's out, right? All that kind of stuff. What do we got for the people tonight on the Midnight Suns?
Oh, Sky. I gotta say this. I gotta say this joke. There's this joke that I learned in the Philippines from back in the 80s. We were on this whole sperm talk here. I have to bring up this joke now. And I don't think I've ever brought a joke before, ever, on any stream. So let me tell you a little story, the story of Pee-wee. Okay? Pee-wee is just Pee-wee is nerdy sperm. He's like a Peter Parker sperm, very nerdy. And 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 he's being attacked by betas, right? He's big muscle guys and shit, big muscle sperm, hey Pee-wee. So how do you you're gonna fare? You're you little squat, you little geek. You're not gonna do anything. He goes, no, I'm gonna prove to you. I'm gonna make a baby. I'm gonna make a baby. And, Pee-wee's all proud, and he goes, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna show you all. I'm gonna make a baby. Okay. So the sperm are lined up, right? All the sperm lined up, right? Oh, they're ready to go. They're ready to take a big swim, man. A big swim. All the sperm, right? And so, this guy shoots the gun. All the sperm just jump forward like all these swimmers, right? And Pee-wee's ahead, man. Pee-wee's fucking ahead. Pee-wee's fucking ahead. Like, yes, I'm gonna make a baby. I'm gonna make a baby. And Pee-wee's all excited and everything, all excited. And all of a sudden, Pee-wee turns back. Pee, what the fuck are you doing? You're going the wrong way. And Pee goes, turn back, it's only a blowjob.
All of that for nothing, right?
1986, ladies and gentlemen.
He said 1986. Welcome to 1986. That was a year before I was born, right?
I learned that from GIs.
Right?
So, Midnight Suns. Okay.
Mikey's a madman.
So, Geekosity today ran the story of Venom in the Midnight Suns. And Sony is pretty serious about this, so they're in talks with Marvel about putting Venom Midnight Suns. And I first got this scoop, Sky, a while back, and had no idea that the Midnight Suns game actually has a scenario where Venom is in the game. Apparently, Lilith, Dracula's daughter, takes over Venom and unleashes Venom against the Midnight Suns. So I am hearing that Venom's going to be in the Midnight Suns. Not officially yet, but apparently that they are talking about putting Venom in there as a bad guy to fight Ghost Rider and Moon Knight and Blade. And really, can you imagine Midnight Suns fighting Venom? How awesome that would be!
That sounds fucking dope, Mikey.
We have Creature Commandos on the other side, and you have Venom fighting Ghost Rider on the other. So I bring this up because we're going to talk about the DC side of this as well tonight. Um, but what I'm hearing is going to be an R-rated film. It's going to have blood. It's going to have Bloodstone, Elsa Bloodstone from Werewolf by Night. It's going to have Werewolf by Night in there as well. Um, there are directors that they're looking at for this. Yeah, it'll be an R-rated film, Necron. In fact, there's an R-rated line that they're looking on doing after Deadpool 3 comes out. Um, this sounds a pretty exciting project to me. Um, now there are some directors that they're already looking at, which I can't say on. Well, I mean, I'll say it for the after party, Sky. um,
Oh my goodness.
Pretty excited about Midnight. Yeah, I was the first person to scoop Midnight Suns. I believe in 2020, I think it was. Lords of the Long Box, and I'm continuing to update the story as much as I can. But we are going to see these characters tangled. Now, I got to bring this up because I'm told that Johnny Blaze will be the ghostwriter of Midnight Suns. But really interesting, Gabriel Luna had come out. He played the ghostwriter on Marvel's Agents of Shield. And apparently now he's saying, yeah, I'd love to do ghostwriter again. And the timing
Mhm.
that's very interesting because I get this Midnight Sun scoop, and all of a sudden he's talking about returning as ghostwriter. So because I heard there's more than one ghostwriter coming up. It wouldn't shock me.
Gabriel Luna played the Robbie Reyes version, right?
Yeah, that.
Okay, yeah.
So I've been hearing multiple ghostwriters just to distinguish itself from what the original Nicolas Cage films. Because I've been hearing about Danny Ketch as well, but I heard that Danny Ketch will not be ghostwriter yet. He'll just be Danny Ketch for now. But I wouldn't be shocked if Gabriel Luna, ghostwriter Robbie Reyes, shows up for a cameo in here. So we'll see where that goes. But it's just a very exciting project to have Venom in here. Another thing too, I'm not sure if it's going to be in the first or second film that they'll have Venom in, because they told me the big bad was Mephisto, and Mephisto was going to unleash the Marvel zombies on them, and the Marvel zombies.
Mikey. Back up a second. Did anybody else catch that?
The water, the water's kicked in. But okay, I'm not sure if Venom will be in the first. Okay, I'm not sure if Venom will be in the first or second Midnight Suns film, because what I'm hearing,
there's gonna be a second Midnight Suns.
Yeah, because I know that's how I'm sounding that far ahead.
Oh my god!
Because what I'm hearing is that the big bad is Mephisto, and Mephisto will unleash the Marvel zombies on them, because they are planning a live-action Marvel zombie show as well. So Marvel gets dark. Marvel's gonna get dark. They're gonna have their own little dark side of their universe with some R-rated fare. DC.
And DC's getting wacky.
There's that 15% tonight, Sky. That 15% we're gonna talk about.
Half. Right. Hey, this is what we talking about though, people. This is what we dealing with. Midnight Sun sounds awesome, yo.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. This project sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And you were the first one that has been on Midnight Suns, and you've been scooping this project for quite some time. So shouts out to you, Mikey. Because this movie, huh?
I just realized, oh my god, I shouldn't say it, but I just realized. Sometimes you put two and two together and like, oh my god, this is wacky. Okay, so in essence, Marvel Zombies started off as a cartoon. It sounds familiar to you? Let's not forget they first showed up in What If. Yeah, I know you're starting to hit you now. What I'm about to say here. They started off as a cartoon. There's a Marvel Zombies animated series that's coming out. It's R-rated. That cartoon will be R-rated. It's officially R-rated. Um, and they're gonna do a live action Marvel Zombies. In the meantime, Creature Commando starts off as a cartoon.
Cartoon, yeah.
And goes
That's
live
what I
action.
was. Yeah.
So
Oh my God, this is wacky. The wackiest. This got to be the wackiest. Woo! Look, yo. Midnight Sunset sounds super dope.
Yeah.
To be honest, as I said before, with everything that I've been hearing about what the MCU has coming down the pipeline,
Yeah.
it sounds like they really have kind of like retooled, right? And they're going to get back on track in a big way pretty soon. It
Oh yeah,
sounds like.
definitely. Yeah. We have Deadpool Wolverine coming out. It's gonna be awesome already. It's R-rated.
Right. Yeah. And meanwhile, we're getting Superman on TikTok.
Okay. Don't forget the talking dog.
And a talking dog with a red cape, mind you.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Huh.
Anyway.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Anything else on Midnight Suns, Mikey, before we move on, bro?
No, that's all Midnight Suns.
Oh my God. Another topic that we got coming up, another big topic before we move on to the look, because the one after this, I don't know what the hell that's about. Right. But coming up before the penultimate topic is Mara Jade.
Yeah.
Mikey. Right. This is a big character in the Star Wars lore.
Yeah.
Star Wars universe, right? And you can't just be throwing this name out there. Mikey, what are we hearing? What's going on with Mara Jade?
This is another scoop that I was the first one to break. I first broke Mara Jade and Thrawn back in 2019. I said Thrawn was coming. I said that the Mandalorian will conclude with the Heir to the Empire, and sure enough, it's going to, it's going to continue on with the Heir to the Empire. Dave Filoni taking the film. I am told I ran an article on GOTG today about Mara Jade being in the film. They are planning on her being in the movie. Because before it was like, okay, we know Mara Jade's coming. Now I'm hearing specifically, Sky, it'll be in this Dave Filoni film that Mara Jade will appear in. Now, a couple of things here to consider. Now, back in when Disney bought Lucasfilm, they said that the Star Wars Expanded Universe
was all legends, right? As they called it.
Legends, exactly. Yeah. That has changed, and let's not forget that Heir to the Empire was legend. And so that opens the Pandora's box, Necron. And so they're going to tweak things. I mean, Heir to the Empire won't be a direct adaptation. They're going to tweak it to the continuity they have now. But at least the characters are going to go through, like Thrawn came through. So Mara Jade is going to come through. That's the plan right now that I'm hearing. Now, there are people going to ask me about, well, yeah, didn't she have a kid with Luke Skywalker? Ben Skywalker. Are they going to put that in there? Are they going to put the fact that Luke married her? I mean, are they going to put all that backstory?
Mara Jade Skywalker, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm told, Sky, is that they're going to keep the relationship she had with Luke. That Heir to the Empire film is looking like her intro, and then they're going to fill in the rest of her story in succeeding projects.
Mm.
I'm told that they're going to drop the whole Ben Skywalker angle. Now, question remains: well, how come Luke never mentioned her at all in the sequels and everything else? Didn't mention her. Well, there wasn't even enough time for him to mention her. He was
Right.
depressed and whatever. I mean, it doesn't mean it didn't
And
happen, you know?
and also drinking green milk.
Yeah, yeah. And those space cows and like weird shit he was doing. So, I don't know how you guys are going to take this as like a hardcore Star Wars fans. At least you're getting Mara Jade.
It was an alien in the jacuzzi, Mikey.
That was bad. That was bad. I forgot about that. You making me remember things.
Oh my God! With the breast hooked up to the thing, and he just go. Oh my God, that was so funny.
Okay, that was cringe. That was total cringe.
It was Jake Skywalker from Mark Hamill's own words, right? He was like, "Yeah, this is Jake Skywalker."
I remember in the theater like, what the hell am I watching?
Wasn't that thing in a jacuzzi, bro? It's like, what the hell is this? What the hell is this, man?
It was awful. Oh my God.
Oh my God, that was crazy. Go ahead, Mikey.
So
I'm sorry.
So, they are planning a Mara Jade series after Heir to the Empire. So those are the things that you're discussing right now. But you're going to see Mara Jade take a prominent role going forward in the Star Wars universe. What I'm waiting for is Jackson the Green Rabbit, for those of you who read Star Wars comics or more. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up, that they are going to leave in the relationship at least. If not, the having the kid and everything.
That's dope. Necron said, "Why they do look like that?"
Yeah. Guess you can say it was lukewarm.
The response was lukewarm. What you say? Man. Oh man. That's wacky, yo. That's wacky. Anything else on Mara Jade, Mikey, before we move on?
Yeah, you got the next topic. You're gonna love this one.
Hold up, but let me see where they at with the likes real quick, because I gotta know whether to drop this drop form yet or not. We ain't at 50 yet. They only at 41. So, okay, Mikey. This next topic, bro.
Oh boy.
Okay. I had to take a sip. All right, y'all. Sky War. Okay. Now I have no idea what Mikey's about to say.
Yeah.
Okay. I have no idea what this is about. Just wanted to get that out there. Mikey, what is this Sky War announcement or topic that we're going to talk about right now?
Sky, I always wanted to write a science fiction novel. It's always been a dream of mine since I was a kid, to write an actual novel, not a comic, but actual novel. And I just like, what do I write about? But it hit me that, God, I could write a really kick-ass Sky novel based on your character. Just really bloody, R-rated, violent Sky novel. Have Necron in there. And basically, what would happen if Stephen King wrote Star Wars? That's how I think of it. And so I have 3 books planned. One with a syndicate, right? Like a silver and gold type of prequel. But I decided, Sky, that I'm going to start with you in terms of a novel. Your origins, how you came to be, how you met Necron, just the beginnings of everything. Because I think that'll be a very commercial science fiction novel. You can make it like very heavy metal magazine type of book. Um, and so I've been tossing around this idea in my head the past few days, and I'm now in talks with a publisher, Sky, for this book. I mean, I know I have Second Skin Comics, but a novel is different. But they get the novel published into stores. Um, I am now in talks with the publisher to get this book out once it's done.
Oh my God, Joe. This.
So, how does it feel to go into a bookstore and see like a hardcore book, like hardcover book with your face on it?
Bro, this is this is
And yeah, Necron's your first meeting with Skies in this book, and it will lead into Axis of Ice, and it's all connected. Okay, but I just decided to make it in novel form, because I want to write a book, and it'll go into the details of your species, Necron species, and all these backstories that would take like 20, 30 comic books to tell. But if a novel, it's much easier. I can just put this information out there and go right into the book, into the comic books. I mean. No, I'm using Skywar as basically the kind of label for all this series here. But this is really the beginning of it all. This is episode 1.
Yo, man, this is crazy.
So this is the first Dreamwalker novel, really. The Syndicate book. We'll start off with you because I think your character having this take place in space, I think it's so different than everything else I'm doing, and really it's a bucket list thing. I always wanted to write a sci-fi novel. Like, how would I write Star Wars? And you know me, I love horror, so I'm going to start off with Darth Maul. Okay, and you're and why are you and Necron at odds with each other? What led to Axis of Ice?
Right? Oh my God. I can just hear how this is all gonna play into one another. It's wild.
You know, and so
Mikey, this is real. Mikey versus real, yo.
So I was thinking, man, I've never published a book before. Then all of a sudden, I'm talking to a publisher. Like, keep in mind, Sky did not look for a publisher. They found me.
This is I don't even know what to say right now. This is crazy. Yo. What is going on right now? I don't even know. Not like it's wild, Joe, because the being and seeing this thing come together, like on the back end, and being able to talk with you about certain things and just know what your vision is for these characters and for this world and everything. Like, on one hand, like it's super dope just being able to like know that information.
Yeah.
And then to be able to be a part of it on the other hand is special in and of its own
Yeah.
way. And then you just, man, you just keep pouring it on in terms of like creativity and just ways that you're going to implement this thing and take us all kind of with you. And
Yeah.
it's super dope, Mikey. And I'm very, very grateful and
Thank
appreciative
you.
to be on this ride with you, sir. And
Thank you.
it's super dope, yo. This is crazy. I don't even know what to say right now. Like,
and socks. I'm actually going to label these books the Mikey Verse. They'll have the Mikey Verse label on them. So yeah. So. Yeah. But
the
yeah,
Mikey verse is real, y'all.
and we're gonna start off with Sky, and it's gonna take place like millions of years ago. So there is kind of a chronological order to this as well. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, because that's what I was thinking, and then it's gonna and then oh my god, by the time that we get to silver and gold in '86, it's like it's gonna be like you already gonna know all the backstory and everything. It's gonna be super dope. It's gonna be super dope. I can already tell.
And I like the end.
Wait, you had cut out, Mikey. Would you say that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like the image of Sky riding on alien dinosaurs, which is how the book is gonna open up.
Oh my god, this is crazy. I can't. Yo.
And I think it'll be shocking to people. Like, oh my god, he wrote a novel. Oh yeah, hell I did. But how weird is it gonna be for you? Just like, I don't know, you go to Barnes and Noble or something. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, I'm gonna make sure that I got more than a few copies. Hey, everybody I know is copies and copies of that. They gonna have that in their house, whether they want it or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be in there.
Because
Right?
I've been published in 2 books before. I've had I'm in the All Music Guide Volume 5, Guide to Rock Volume 5 is in there. But to actually write a novel though, it's like one of those to accomplish a novel, you know what I mean? So we'll start it off with Sky.
This is incredible, man. Thank you so much, Mikey. Yo, I'm super, super appreciative. I'm sure everybody that's part of this is super appreciative too. So I'm speaking on their behalf right now as well, because I'm sure that they would say the exact same thing, that we're all just super appreciative for you and everything that you've been doing, bro. 100%.
Ooh, I mean, can you imagine, like, holding this, like, 400-page novel in your hands and you're on the cover? I mean, it's just insane. But just to have my name on there,
So fucking dope, yo. Mikey, anything else from the Sky Award topic before we get to the main topic of the show, man? I'm teasing from ear to ear right now, bro.
Yeah. Until the after party, yeah, that's all for now. Relax.
Oh my god, look, I'm about to give them this drop, whether they earned it or not, because I'm over here cheesing. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give it to them.
You still owe the Great One 50,000 more worlds. He will hear your plea when you pay your debt.
Mikey, Justice League Dark, the main topic. You know what I'm saying? The thumbnail, I'm sure. Oh my god, I'm all discombobulated right now. Still from the last topic, Mikey. That little break did nothing. I'm not just joking, but look, we are the main topic right now, right? This was the picture on the thumbnail. Not wacky is what the people is expecting to hear, but What's going on? What are we hearing with Justice League Dark?
Well, here's the 15%. That's what it's funny because I got
There you go, right here.
there you go right here. Justice League Dark. Guys, there is an alternative to DC besides Netflix. I mean, in terms of good stuff, not Snyder stuff, but just good stuff. Yeah, I am told that they are going to pursue Justice League Dark at DC. Beginning with Swamp Thing, um, and what I'm hearing, Sky, it's not going to be wacky. That they're going to do a seriously dark, jail dark franchise, and if Swamp Thing comes out and does well, it's going to spin off into all these different characters like Deadman, which James Gunn had already teased before. The Demon, Madame Xanadu, those characters. And it looks like, I mean, they're all going to take place in the DCU, obviously. They're kind of have their own corner in it that I think a lot of you guys will appreciate. And it's not J.J. Abrams, guys, so don't worry about that. But we're looking at a potential jail dark franchise that's not going to have crypto in it. It's not going to have TikTok in it. It'll be that dark DC that you guys are looking for while you're watching JL on Netflix. So I know we had an all bourbon stream last week. This to me is some good news at least. I know a lot of you are fans of Constantine or Swamp Thing. This is where you guys are going to be headed to.
Yeah, hopefully, if we do get some more serious affair, and Justice League Dark is one of them. I feel like, if they have the right person attached to it and they let them do their thing, there is some potential there, right?
Yeah, there is, yeah.
We've been talking about this potential Guillermo del Toro Justice League Dark for
oh god,
20 years, you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm not saying that it has to be GDT, but if they get the right filmmaker and they let them actually do their thing, and if the director doesn't say absolutely not, like Ben Affleck did, then they'll be able to probably get the right person on it. Be able to,
I don't think Taika is gonna get this job. Like, Gunn might change his mind. I'm just joking, guys. It'll be serious.
Taika is getting the job at DC, Mikey. I don't know what you talk. Hey, I know he's getting something. He's getting something.
He's gonna get not this though. Not this though. So I'm sure.
Oh yeah, no, but he getting something, Mikey.
He has to. He has to. Come on.
Right. I'm very weary of people getting fired from Marvel recently. You know what I'm saying? They all seem to end up at DC immediately afterwards. Right. But anyway, look, if we can get, Justice League Dark project with Swamp Thing, Deadman, Constantine, and all these characters with a very serious tone, and it would kind of make sense that they would have their own little pocket kind of thing, right? Separate, right? And then maybe try to cross over later, but we're not even. I don't even want to think about crossovers because I start thinking about the one that's coming that I really, really don't want to come. Right, but I could definitely see how the Justice League Dark could have their own little kind of corner in the DCU.
Yeah, totally.
Right. Hopefully, I don't know. Is Constantine gonna smoke cigarettes, Mikey? You think so?
Yeah, he will. Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, you're already starting to win me over. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, right?
Well, it's just theatrical, so you can do that there.
Okay. All right. Cool. Man. So, are we hearing anything about what, maybe Etrigan or?
I am hearing Etrigan. I'm hearing Phantom Stranger. I'm hearing Deadman.
Oh my god.
Well,
Man.
So it's like there is something to get excited by.
Right?
If
See?
Legacy doesn't float your boat, while you're waiting for Netflix, they do have some stuff that's available. That's that 15%. That 15% Sky. That 45% is gonna suck, right?
Right?
Here's a 15% ski, man.
Right? But hey, this is where, we can find that gray area, right? And we can maybe eke out a few decent projects. Right? Man. It's wild that we have to look for decent projects in Justice League Dark and not like Batman.
Yeah,
right?
I know. So who's that? Nightwing. I'm not sure if Keanu's gonna be in this one. Multiverse,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. If they're gonna be still doing, or because we did have Mike DeLuca come out and say that Constantine 2 was not canceled, but I'm sure that if Constantine 2 is still moving forward, they're probably gonna want to keep the Justice League Dark characters for the DCU. Right?
Yeah, they are. Because that's an Elseworlds there. So, look, you're gonna have Elseworlds already with the stuff they're doing now. So, like J.J. Abrams Superman is still going, so you're still gonna have 2 Supermans. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. The J.J. Abrams. What's funny? I was just talking to somebody about that project the other day, and I was kind of describing what it may end up being, and it was like, wow, that sounds really bad.
It's gonna suck. If it ever gets written, what they're gonna do, Nightwing, is that they're gonna get Keanu for the Elseworlds, and they're gonna get a British guy for this one to difference and more comic book accurate Constantine. I thought Matt Ryan was great. So
yeah, probably be blonde, right? Have like blonde hair and everything, right?
And I'm sure Jennifer Holland's gonna show up in there somewhere. No, just fucking guys. It's dark.
Mikey, she gonna be in that movie, Mikey.
I know, but I want to be Reverend.
Yo, y'all thought that Sam Jackson was cool as Nick Fury, huh? I'm about to show you Nick Fury 2.0.
Oh God, but no eye patch.
Right, she about to be in everything. All my movies. That's crazy. Yo, that's so. Mikey, anything else on this last topic, bro? Before we start closing up.
I guess it pays to wake up with the boss, right? Ew. But thank you guys for showing up tonight. As Sky said earlier, we'll be 5 nights a week pretty soon. So.
Yeah, yo. Oh my God, that is crazy. Right, but it's coming. I think that moving forward, I feel really good about. Hold on. My bad, y'all. A beta collapsed down the street, and they had to go pick him up. But I want to say
they found a whole bag of burner phones like that too.
Right. Man, but yeah, I want to say that let me send out that invite.
I was about to say, I bet Sky is inviting people to the after party right now.
That's literally what I was doing, right? I was like, yo, let me shoot that to the homies, you know what I'm saying? Because we about to start closing on up. But yeah, my last thing on this Justice League Dark topic, I actually do think that, hopefully, like Zaslav said, some of this stuff will be towards the liking of like the greater DC fan base, right? because a lot of what we've been getting seems like it's not aimed at the core DC audience. It feels like it's aimed at another audience, and like I said earlier, this is a very dangerous game that they're playing.
Yeah,
it's a very dangerous game, and this could really cause almost like irreparable damage, right? Because it's like you're literally saying, "Yo, we're gonna just go after a totally different fan base."
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I would prefer for Burger King to just keep making the Whoppers.
Stick to what you know, right?
Right? You know what I'm saying? Don't be like, oh, we can't get the number one, so we're just gonna make Big Macs now.
or still like to say, stay in your lane.
Right? Yo, could you imagine if they didn't stay in their lane with the DCAU and all the animated projects that was like super dope?
Oh man.
Right? Imagine if they would have just said, hey, we'll stop giving you guys those and we'll just go after a whole different fan base. Right?
I mean, look how well loved those animated shows are. I mean, that tells you something, right?
The shows and all the movies.
Yeah.
That whole little timeline from Flashpoint Paradox all the way to, was it the not Final Crisis, Justice League Dark Apocalypse War or something that. Whatever it was fire. You know what I'm saying? Like when they fucking took a whole bunch of Zack's movie and pretty much put it in animated form, which is also weird because people are saying that animate the Snyderverse. They already kind of took a lot of that for that damn Justice League Dark movie anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. Right. But yeah, any other final words, Mikey, before we get on out of here, sir?
Is pretty much it for tonight. Looking forward to the after party and fireworks backstage.
After party indeed. You're right. I want you guys to know that I am super, super grateful that you guys showed up for tonight's episode. We almost hit the 2-hour mark, but if this was like a made for television movie with the commercials, we'd have already, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So, but with that being said, yes, we will be, kind of moving to probably a more frequent format in the near future. We're going to be working that out. And I think that, with that being stated, I'm super grateful for you guys being here tonight. And also remember that we do have the part 2 of our watch along this coming Saturday, where we're going to be finishing out season 1 of Justice League animated on Netflix, and we are looking for all you guys to be there directly. So much love to all you guys, and for Mikey and myself, we about to get on up out of here. We will see you guys next time. Peace.
Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure was real? What if you were unable to wake from that dream? How would you know the difference between the dream and the real one?